Hello, wonderful people, viewers and subscribers. You're welcome back again on this platform, BVI Channel 1, where we tell you undiluted gospel truth. The news of the flood in Nigeria is a devastating one, but the response of Nigerian government is heartbreaking and shows the level of mediocres never do well we have as Nigeria leaders. The Minister of Water Resources have something to say before I'll come back to address him.
This year's rains have been unprecedented. Yesterday, one of my officers was telling me that the rainfall in the northeast was 4 times above the normal average. We all know that. We've been seeing the rains every day. So they are receding, and what we'll be dealing with now is the aftermath of that situation. Like I said, the rains have been unprecedented. We always, on an annual basis, come out to, I personally, for 7 years running, I've been unveiling the annual flood outlook, advising states, local governments, and communities on the potential areas that are to be flooded, and also provide advisory on how to avoid, the devastating effect of the floods, a kind of early warning system. But in some cases, this have not been heeded. But at the same time, the annual flood outlooks, like I said, can only give you early warning, but it's almost next to impossible to predict the intensity of what the floods will look like. And this year, honestly, it's been a terrible one, and our hearts go to all the victims of these floods. And I personally also joined the government and President Muhammad Buhari in offering our condolences.
This loss, this flooding, Honorable Minister, the flooding, the loss of lives and property, the displacement of people, for you, is it simply a natural disaster or lack of proper planning?
The flood, it's a combination of many things. First and foremost, of course there's natural disaster, like earthquake and other things. Everybody must accept that there's certain things. There's an act of God, but there's also a human aspect to it. For instance, one particular thing I would say is that for hundreds of years, or well, decades, let me not exaggerate, we have been bastardizing our watersheds. We've been deforesting our lands. We have been degrading the soil. That is one aspect. Secondly, many Nigerians just refuse to be law-abiding. They build on water courses. They block drains and water channels. So many activities that are being done.
That is what we got from the news. You can imagine, in a situation where we all know the cause of the flooding, just like enumerated in this video.
This dam that is causing this menace in Nigeria is a Cameroonian dam that is called Legdo. It was built in 1977, okay? And there is an agreement they had with Nigeria when they were building this dam, that Nigeria is also going to build a counterpart dam that is called Dasin Hausa Dam, okay? This dam, we are supposed to be 2.5 size of this Lado dam
that Cameroon has built already.
Yes, that Cameroon has built. Now, this dam that was supposed to be built by Nigerian government, we are supposed to be the one and cushioning effect dam
of the one that Cameroon has. And now this Cameroonian dam provides irrigation to at least over close to 15,000 irrigation farm, okay? And these are own dam also supposed to provide irrigation to states like Adamawa, Benue, and all around that region.
Yes, and also provide about 300 megawatts of electricity, to that environment. But you see, Nigerian government
being a government that does not care about the life of the citizens, refuse to complete this dam, started and abandoned it, and to this effect, our people are being flooded. You know, when Cameroon, and in 2013, Nigeria entered into another agreement with Cameroon that at least before you open this dam, because when there is an overflow,
after it was opened in 2012, I think the first flood.
Yes, in 2013 they had an agreement. And this agreement is that when the dam, Cameroon dam, is full and wants to release the excesses, that they should inform Nigerian government. For me, this is an irresponsibility, as long as I'm concerned, that the government chooses for Cameroonian government to inform them of when to open a dam and to prepare for the consequences, instead of building and completing a dam that they started since 1981.
So it brings us to why we're asking this question, because we're aware that there is this work that can be done to completely avert the crisis that we're facing now. So why is the government not looking at doing it, one? And then the states that are affected, why aren't those state governments also talking about this situation? Because I was also going through the history of this, and I realized that, okay, you can actually take care of this problem, and we would not have the situation we're having now in Rivers State, in parts of in Delta State, in Bayelsa State, and many other states. And this will come every 10 years at this magnitude.
Good. You've had it. Now, a sitting minister will come out to shun out that it is the act of God. It is a natural disaster. You see, the world might be faced with natural disasters, but the disaster we're facing in this country, Nigeria, is bad governance, irresponsible leaders. Since 1977, this issue of dam, Cameroon did theirs. You can imagine Cameroon, the so-called giant Eflefu of Nigeria, of Africa, as they call it, giant of Africa, Nigeria, couldn't do their own part by constructing the dam. Now, is it God that will do the construction of the dam for Nigeria? Is it God that stops Nigerian people, their government, from doing the needful to cushion the effect of this flooding? So, my people, you have seen why it is important when we speak about good governance. Everybody is feeling the heat. Even right at the back of my house now, you see the encroaching flooding from here. Every place is flooded. Millions of people are displaced. The worst is the hunger that will bite, because most farmland have been swept off by this flood. The kind of hunger that will hit this country, God save the ordinary Nigerians. That is why when we talk about bad governance, you don't just fold your arms and do nothing. You can do something about it by going out there. If you've registered, go and collect your PVC. The only judgment and punishment for all these never do well politicians and leaders you have in Nigeria is to retire them and sweep them off from corridors of power. Don't say I didn't tell you. I'm Asuchid Peters, an advocate for good governance. Please share this video. Let Nigerians know the source of their problem. I've delivered a message. Please share this video. Drop your comment on the comment section and stay connected to this voice by subscribing on this channel. Bye bye for now.